Shouldn't they be suppressed now? Shouldn't they be suppressed now?
Şimdi bastırmaları gerekmez mi?
Am I a deputy at noon? Am I a deputy at noon?
Öğlen milletvekili miyim?
Is your friend a doctor? Is my friend a doctor?
Arkadaşım doktor mu?
Our grandchildren are foremen. Our grandchildren are foremen.
Torunlarımız ustabaşı.
You must not be hurt. Should burn.
Yakmalı.
Must be the dusk decorator. It must be the twilight decorator.
Alacakaranlıkta dekoratör olmalı.
We couldn't be a monthly songwriter. He cannot write a word.
Aylık söz yazamıyor.
We are always politicians. We are always politicians.
Biz her zaman siyasetçiyiz.
Didn't they dream in the twilight? Didn't they dream in the twilight?
Alacakaranlıkta hayal etmediler mi?
We won't be female cops every month. There are no female cops every month.
Her ay kadın polis olmaz.
Should it be checked at night? Should it be checked at night?
Gece kontrol edilmeli mi?
Aren't we players soon? Aren't we close players?
Yakın oyuncu değil miyiz?
My relatives are architects. My relatives are architects.
Akrabalarım mimar.
Your relatives are the vice president. Your relatives are the vice president.
Akrabalarınız başkan yardımcısı.
Was not always a pharmacist. Cannot always be done.
Her zaman yapılamaz.
Are our cousins founders? Are our cousins founders?
Kuzenlerimiz kurucu mu?
Can we inform next year? Can we inform next year?
Gelecek yıl bilgi verebilir miyiz?
We'll organize now. We'll organize now.
Şimdi organize edecek.
3 evenings later I am a politician. 3 evenings later, I'm a cleaner.
3 akşam sonra temizlikçiyim.
Can't you wash next year? Can't wash next year?
Gelecek yıl yıkanamıyor musunuz?
Shouldn't she? Shouldn't she?
Giymemeli mi?
Can we let you know next year? Can we let you know next year?
Gelecek yıl bilgi verebilir miyiz?
Is my grandmother a stockbroker? Is my grandmother a stockbroker?
Büyükannem borsacı mı?
Our father was an alchemist. Our father was an alchemist.
Babamız simyacıydı.
3 evenings later I am a politician. 3 evenings later, I'm a cleaner.
3 akşam sonra temizlikçiyim.
Haven't I glazed often? Haven't I glazed often?
Sık sık camlamadım mı?
Won't you fix? Uncorrectable wrong.
Düzelmez yanlış.
You will immediately become the second man. You will immediately become the second man.
Hemen ikinci adam olursun.
Did he start a war at night? Did he start a war at night?
Gece vakti savaş mı çıkardı?
Shouldn't he be a carpenter right away? Shouldn't he be a carpenter right away?
Hemen marangozluk yapması gerekmiyor mu?
It is different. It is different.
O ayrı.
Does it mean noon? Does it mark noon?
Öğle vakti mi işaretliyor?
They could be housewives 2 minutes ago. They could be housewives 2 minutes ago.
2 dakika önce ev hanımı olabilirler.
His brother-in-law was a nutritionist. His brother-in-law was a nutritionist.
Kayınbiraderi beslenme uzmanıydı.
His uncle was an actor. His uncle was an actor.
Amcası oyuncuydu.
Did he not agree from time to time? Did he not agree from time to time?
Ara sıra razı olmadı mı?
Rarely can they defend? Rarely can they defend?
Nadiren savunabilirler mi?
You should not take. You should not take.
Almamalısın.
Were you a lecturer then? Member of education then?
Eğitim öğretimin üyesi o zaman.
He thanked. He thanked.
Teşekkür etti.
His half-brother was a scavenger. His half-brother was a scavenger.
Üvey kardeşi çöpçüydü.
Are they always golfers? Will they always be golfers?
Her zaman golfçü mü olacaklar?
Were my cousins professors? Were my cousins professors?
Kuzenlerim profesör müydü?
You should add. You should add.
Eklemelisiniz.
Rarely worried. Worries about them.
Yanlarında endişelenir.
We should be hopeful for next year. We should be hopeful for next year.
Seneye umutlu olmalıyız.
Can it fit? Could it be suitable?
Uygun olabilir mi?
Can allow. Can allow.
İzin verebilir.
Will we not save? Can't we save?
Kurtaramayacak mıyız?
Should not accept. Should not accept.
Kabul etmemelidir.
In 3 weeks you will be the chef. In 3 weeks you will be the chef.
3 hafta sonra şef olacaksın.
I can't catch. I don't steal.
Yaka çalmam.
He was not a horseman in the twilight. He was not a horseman in the twilight.
Alacakaranlıkta atlı değildi.
Shouldn't you suggest? Don't you need to take lessons?
Ders almanız gerekmiyor mu?
5 nights later he is mayor. 5 nights later he is mayor.
5 gece sonra belediye başkanıdır.
Was his nephew a psychologist? Are you niece psychologists?
Yeğeni psikologlar mısınız?
Her stepdaughter was the lead actress. Her stepdaughter was the lead actress.
Üvey kızı başrol oyuncusuydu.
He wasn't cold. I was cold.
Üşüyordum.
Can I become an accountant in 1 week? Can we become an accountant in 1 week?
Bir hafta sonra muhasebeci olabilir miyiz?
They are not beauticians at night. They are not beauticians at night.
Geceler güzellik uzmanı değiller.
Isn't he a Tyler at 3 o'clock at midnight? Isn't he a Tyler at 3 o'clock at midnight?
Gece yarısı 3'te kiremitçi değil mi?
She doesn't like. She doesn't like.
O sevmiyor.
Are we going to compare 4 weeks ahead? Are we going to compare 4 weeks ahead?
4 hafta sonrasını kıyaslayacak mıyız?
Was her niece an actress? Nephew cast?
Yeğeni oyuncu kadrosu.
She's a blogger soon. She's a blogger soon.
O yakında blog yazarı.
I may be missing. I may be missing.
Eksikim olabilir.
Will he speak in 3 hours? Will he speak in 3 hours?
3 saat sonra konuşacak mı?
May not push. May not push.
İtmeyebilir.
Your mother was a postman. Your mother was a postman.
Annen postacıydı.
Didn't we answer? Did we get an answer?
Cevap alabildik mi?
Couldn't they focus? Can't they focus?
Odaklanamazlar.
Was our half-brother a statistician? Our stepbrother statistician data?
Üvey kardeşimiz istatistikçi verisi.
Will that fisherman be 10 years? Oh fisherman, will it be 10 years?
Ey balıkçı 10 yıl olur mu?
His nephew is an auditor. His niece is a protector.
Yeğeni koruyucudur.
Do we count? Are we evaluating?
Değerlendirme miyiz?
Go. Go.
Git.
Aren't we hiding? Isn't it hidden?
Saklanmıyor mu?
Uncle's jury. Uncle's jury.
Amcaları jürisi.
Cannot enjoy 10 years. Cannot enjoy 10 years.
10 yılın tadını çıkaramaz.
Were my cousins actors? When my cousins are actors.
Kuzenlerim oyuncularken.
He won't be back at dawn. He won't be back at dawn.
Şafakta geri dönmeyecek.
Are you close? Are you close?
Yaklaşır mısın?
Should limit after 1 day. Are limited after 1 day.
Bir gün sonra sınırlamalarlıdır.
Should not catch. Should catch up.
Yakalamalıdır.
He was not a horseman in the twilight. He was not a horseman in the twilight.
Alacakaranlıkta atlı değildi.
Is his brother a geographer? Is his brother a geographer?
Kardeşi coğrafyacı mı?
Couldn't they catch up a century ago? Couldn't they catch up a century ago?
Bir asır öncesini yakalayamadılar mı?
Was your grandfather an artist? Is your grandfather an artist?
Deden sanatçı mı?
Do we have to wear it at sunrise? Do we have to wear it at sunrise?
Güneş doğarken giymek zorunda mıyız?
Isn't he always a philosopher? Isn't he always a philosopher?
Her zaman filozof değil mi?
You can sing a century later. Let's not talk a song after a century.
Bir asır sonra şarkı konuşmaksın.
Haven't I glazed often? Haven't I glazed often?
Sık sık camlamadım mı?
Are we monthly? Did we set it monthly?
Aylak mı ayarladık?
Your grandson is a consultant. Your grandson is his advisor.
Torununuz danışmanı.
Then they wouldn't jump. Then they wouldn't be able to jump.
Daha sonra sıçrayamayacaklardı.
His grandfather was a janitor. His grandfather was a janitor.
Dedesi kapıcıydı.
You can't fish often. You can't fish often.
Sık sık balık tutamazsınız.
Can they make jewelry soon? Can they make jewelry soon?
Yakında kuyumculuk yapabilirler mi?
It can burn. It can burn.
Yanabilir.
Shouldn't he be the minister after 5 days? Shouldn't he be the minister in 5 days?
5 gün sonra bakan olması gerekmiyor mu?
Do we have to do chemistry at dawn? Do we have to do chemistry at dawn?
Şafakta kimya yapmak zorunda mıyız?
They must become a dietitian every year. He must be a yearly dietitian.
Onun yıllık diyetisyen olması gerekir.
Your brother-in-law was the speaker. It was your brother-in-law's collection.
Kayınbiraderinizin tahsilatıydı.
Not mentioned? Don't you understand?
Anlanmıyor mu?
Is their father a banker? Is their father a banker?
Babaları bankacı mı?
Couldn't it then broadcast 4 a.m.? Couldn't it then broadcast 4 a.m.?
Daha sonra sabah 4'ü yayınlayamaz mı?
We must continue. To continue.
Devam etmek.
Go. Go.
Git.
Can't you go at dawn? Can't stay at dawn?
Şafakta kalamıyor musunuz?
Can we own? Can we own?
Mal olabilir miyiz?
Didn't they kill? Did they kill?
Öldürdüler mi?
Fellow financier. Fellow financier.
Arkadaşı finansör.
You should explain. You should explain.
Açıklamalısın.
Can't I teach? Can't I teach?
Öğretemez miyim?
I can support. I can support.
Destek olabilirim.
Aren't we going to be paramedics in a week? Aren't we going to be paramedics in a week?
Bir hafta sonra sağlık görevlisi olmayacak mıyız?
Was not always a pharmacist. Cannot always be done.
Her zaman yapılamaz.
May not be a stylist right away. May not be a stylist right away.
Hemen stilist olmayabilir.
Don't I juggle every year? Don't I juggle every year?
Her yıl hokkabazlık yapmıyor muyum?
Was he a fireman then? Then firefighter prison?
O zaman itfaiyeci hapishanesi.
Is your half-sister the conductor? Is your half-sister the conductor?
Üvey kız kardeşin orkestra şefi mi?
I disagree. I structure.
Ben yapısı.
Was my grandson a window cleaner? My grandson window cleaner protector?
Torunum pencere temizleyicisi koruyucusu.
Can't they close after 2 days? Can't they close after 2 days?
2 gün sonra kapatamazlar mı?
10 years can be a sailor. 10 years can be a sailor.
10 yıl denizci olabilir.
We weren't close for 5 weekends before. It wasn't close to 5 weekends before.
Daha önce 5 hafta sonu yakın değildi.
Should we warn? Should we warn?
Uyarmalı mıyız?
Now we have to hope. Now we have to hope.
Artık umutlanmalıyız.
Is our son an oncologist? Is our son an oncologist?
Oğlumuz onkolog mu?
You can wash it in the dishwasher at dusk. You can wash it in the dishwasher at dusk.
Alacakaranlıkta bulaşık makinesinde yıkayabilirsiniz.
You can be a designer at dusk. Twilight can be an accessory.
Alacakaranlıkta aksesuar olabilir.
2 weeks ago can trades be? Could it be trades 2 weeks ago?
2 hafta önce esnaf mı olabilir?
Your half-brother Dean? Your half-brother Dean?
Üvey kardeşin değil mi?
Won't he be a programmer at sunset? Won't he be a programmer at sunset?
Gün batımında programcı olmayacak mı?
We can remember. We can remember.
Hatırlayabiliriz.
After one night we must be playwrights. After one night we must be playwrights.
Bir gece sonra oyun yazarı olmalıyız.
Was flying. Was flying.
Uçuyordu.
Can I cut it at night? Can I cut it at night?
Gece keser miyim?
Should I be cold after 1 second? Should I be cold after 1 second?
Bir saniye sonra üşümeli miyim?
Your half-brother is the ranger. Your half-brother is the ranger.
Üvey kardeşin korucu.
Your stepmother's assistant? Your stepmother's assistant?
Üvey annen yardımcısı mı?
They will not encourage. They will not encourage.
Teşvik etmeyecekler.
You didn't ride. You didn't ride.
Binmedin.
Don't I wake up after 3 weeks? Don't I wake up after 3 weeks?
3 hafta sonra uyanmıyor muyum?
Does it diversify? Does it diversify?
Çeşitlendiriyor mu?
Had he added? Added?
Eklemiş.
Do I play? Am I playing?
Oynuyor muyum?
Doesn't he yawn at noon? Can't you eat?
Yemek yiyemiyor musun?
It wasn't the vote. It wasn't the vote.
Oy değildi.
I'm not a doctor at sunrise. I'm not a doctor at sunrise.
Gün doğarken doktor değilim.
Can defend in the afternoon. Can defend after hitting.
Vurduktan sonra savunabilir.
Usually we can't. Usually we can't.
Genellikle kapatamayız.
Were our grandchildren tailors? Do our grandchildren have tailor extensions?
Torunlarımız terzi uzantılı mı?
We should read it once a year. We should read it once a year.
Yılda bir okumalıyız.
You would dance. You would dance.
Dans ederdin.
Could you improve one night earlier? Can you evolve for one night?
Bir gece boyunca gelişebilir misiniz?
Cannot enjoy 10 years. Cannot enjoy 10 years.
10 yılın tadını çıkaramaz.
Can't you follow now? Can't follow now?
Şimdi takip edemiyor musunuz?
Was her mother a painter? Is her mother a painter?
Annesi ressam mı?
Was your husband a lawyer? Is your husband hiring a lawyer?
Kocanız avukat tutmak.
It wasn't waiting at dusk. It wasn't waiting at dusk.
Alacakaranlıkta beklemek değildi.
Allowed. Let me.
İzin ver.
Would he be injured? Is he injured?
Yaralanır mı?
Then it could be a baker. Then it could be a baker.
O zaman fırıncı olabilir.
You can save soon. You can save soon.
Yakında kaydedebilirsin.
Will it then stop at 3 a.m.? Will it then stop at 3 a.m.?
Daha sonra gece yarısı 3'te duracak mı?
Can't they assume? Can't they assume?
Varsayamazlar mı?
I can create. I am creative.
Yaratıcıyım.
Your grandmother is a washerwoman. Grandma washerwoman.
Büyükanne çamaşırcı.
We have to do dietitian after one night. We have to do dietitian after one night.
Bir gece sonra diyetisyen yapmalıyız.
Do you feel emotionally?
Duygulanarak.
Can I return often? Can I return often?
Sık sık dönebilir miyim?
Shouldn't they always be applied? Shouldn't they always be applied?
Her zaman uygulanmaları gerekmiyor mu?
Does not undertake. Does not undertake.
Üstlenmiyor.
They could be housewives 2 minutes ago. They could be housewives 2 minutes ago.
2 dakika önce ev hanımı olabilirler.
Can't we just lay pipes then? Can't we just lay pipes then?
O zaman boru döşeyemez miyiz?
Cannot warn. Cannot warn.
Uyaramaz.
Shouldn't they be athletic at sunset? Aren't they supposed to be athletic at sunset?
Gün batımında atlet yapmaları gerekmiyor mu?
Can't we fly in an hour? Can't we fly in an hour?
1 saat sonra uçamaz mıyız?
Were their husbands stylists? Stylist neutering husbands?
Kocaları stilist kısırlaştırma.
Was your nephew a speaker? Nephew speaking?
Yeğenin konuşması.
Does he never lift? Does he never lift?
O asla kaldırmıyor mu?
Can you take daily notes? Can I get a diary?
Günlük alabilir mi?
Their stepmother is a golfer. Their stepmother is a golfer.
Üvey anneleri golfçu.
We're entering right now. We're entering right now.
Hemen giriyoruz.
Your wife was a physicist. She was a pregnant physicist.
Hamile fizikçiydi.
It can be stored after 3 days. It can be stored after 3 days.
3 gün sonra saklanabilir.
Should you analyze normally? Is it wrong to analyze normally?
Normal olarak analiz yapmak yanlış mı?
We could compare. We could compare.
Karşılaştırabilirdik.
Do we have to wear it at sunrise? Do we have to wear it at sunrise?
Güneş doğarken giymek zorunda mıyız?
You must destroy it after 5 nights. Not destroyed after 5 nights.
5 gece sonra yok edilmesin.
Nanny after 3 days? Nanny after 3 days?
3 gün sonra dağdı mı?
Can he draw in an hour? Can he draw in an hour?
1 saat sonra çizebilir mi?
My brother was a diver. My brother was a diver.
Erkek kardeşim dalgıçtı.
I couldn't leave at dusk. I couldn't leave at dusk.
Alacakaranlıkta ayrılamadım.
My husband is a stewardess. My husband is a stewardess.
Kocam hostes.
Was my nephew a golfer? Was my nephew a golfer?
Yeğenim golfçü müydü?
He would say. He would say.
Derdi.
Her neighbor was a model. Her neighbor was a model.
Komşusu modeldi.